Lords and Tyrants was written in spring 2004. The original title was King and Country. We came to a general consensus pretty early on that wasn't going to be the best title. It sounded like a Dodge minivan or something, so we changed it. We had a hard time coming up with a final title. But Lords and Tyrants was more or less consented upon. And the script writing was actually not the hard part. The hard part was filming. We started filming towards the, I think it was last third or fourth week, August 2004. And we finished filming in August 2005. That's right, it took a full calendar year just to film the damn thing. And that was, I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not going to sugarcoat this at all. It was a total nightmare. And I felt sickened, and I puked every time I thought about filming, or what else could go wrong today. So many delays. I mean, we were on hiatus just way too much. I mean, that was, partly everyone's fault. It's okay, though. I mean, there were a lot more important things going on with everyone's school and whatnot. I poorly judged how long it would take. I should have started earlier in the summer of 2004, but I just didn't plan that too well. And, it was definitely something, a bigger undertaking than anything we had tried before. It was, kind of bad to think it would be easy to do something like that, given our very extremely limited resources and what have you. But, when you think about it, it's I guess it's kind of good. You kind of learn to plan things better, and you kind of get a taste of what it's like to make real movies, which are probably 10 times the nightmare that this was. And, I lost a lot of sleep over this thing. It was just total hell, from shooting to editing, just a complete nightmare all around. And it would smell of a lie if I were to say to you right now, God, that was such a fun movie to make, because there were a lot of fun days, but overall, that's okay though, that's okay. I'm very thankful for everyone's help and everyone's involvement with it. I mean, it was definitely a collaborative effort. Thanks to everyone. The Great Samaritan character was originally not in the plan for the movie at all. Not in the original script. What originally was meant to happen was there was a character named Sarah Uslin, and she was going to be played by our friend Lauren Huff, who begged for a part in one of our videos, one of our movies. And when it came down to it, we were ready to film her scenes, and she must have gotten cold feet or something and decided not to. I think she said she wanted to hang out with her boyfriend, who, was an obscurity, who we never exactly knew where she found him, or any of her other boyfriends, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, we had to improvise with that, and I had to rewrite it with a new character, a total ripoff of Gandalf the Grey, as I'm sure you've noticed by now. But we were very short on time, so I had a costume from Halloween, the Gandalf costume, and I just used that, wrote in that character, took out Sarah Uslin completely, and that's where that came from. It's total plagiarism, and I feel guilty about that. But, we were in a tight spot, and, without any money, you can't really do much there. The original ending was a bit different as well. Lustig was still going to be killed in basically the same way in a pretty big fight with an enemy soldier. Mikey and Jerry worked that out before we filmed that scene. That was always part of the plan. But also, when Francis of Stirling gets into the fight with the big guy, Xerxes, my friend Rob Sharpless, he was going to be injured enough and sustain a very heavy amount of wounds that he would have been killed. I remember, it was written that Xerxes, with his huge lawn edger, was going to swing and knock off Francis's leg, and that was going to cause a lot of blood to flow, and it was going to kill him and be like, ugh. But that, and then in addition to that, Christophe Ordu was going to kill Balthazar in their fight, and he was going to take his crown, and he was still going to give it to Nate, General Urid, but he was going to survive. Him and Marcus both were going to survive, and they were going to go back to Taurus and explain to the queen what had happened, and they would kind of be dismissed by her. Then they would part ways themselves, and that's where the character of Sarah Uslan would have come in again. She was just going to be in a field as Christophe was walking, and he was going to see her walk towards her, and that would have been the end. It would have sort of implied a romantic involvement there.
Sir Fergus, does the battle go well?
Sir, the barbarians from Morrowind have taken the northern pass in the Gap of Adidas. Even as we speak, my men are fighting on the Bridge of Bias. I've just returned from battle. The bridge may fall at any moment. It is the gateway to our fair city of Haraldin.
This is dreadful news.
Indeed, and we have yet to discover who exactly is leading these barbarians.
We must accelerate our plans. If they are to take the bridge, they will be able to march right into the heart of the city.
What do you suggest, sir?
I suggest that you go back to the bridge and take what men we have left.
Sir, with all due respect, I cannot obey that order.
You would deny the king's head advisor?
I only obey the orders of my superior officers or the king himself. This order would be the death of us all.
Sacrifices must be made in war if we are to win.
I must speak with the king himself. He shall know what to do.
The king has been called to a meeting of great urgency. You will not be able to speak with him.
What could be more urgency than this?
Be gone! Oh no!
My lord, I must have counsel with you.
Sire, if we could just complete the task at hand.
Now, Perculus, I must always hear of news from the front. Please, Christophe, tell me where the battle stands.
My lord, the Bridge of Bias shall be overrun at any moment. Once it does, we will not be able to suppress the enemy any longer.
I see. And if the bridge does fall?
Haraldin will be in flames within 4 hours.
Is there anything we can do?
Yes. We fall back from the city. Issue warning to the citizens, telling them to flee.
So, you are saying unto me we must flee the city like chickens who are without heads.
Either that, or we surrender now.
I will never surrender to those peasants!
Then you condemn your people to merciless slaughter!
How dare you! Son, you do not understand. How can 500,000 people be evacuated from the city in a matter of hours? And who, may I ask, would take them in?
Queen Maria's autonomous. She's given our people refuge in the past. She is the exception to the seemingly existent law that states rulers must be tyrannical.
Aye, she is a strong yet caring leader, but
My lord! Colonel Ordu believes the bridge is ready to fall.
Peace, Balthazar. I am fully aware of these bad tidings.
If you do not send more men, Hardwin and your kingdom are doomed. Do not allow this weak-minded manipulator to cast shadows in your mind.
Your so-called advice to his lordship will be the doom of us all!
Silence!
Christophe, I can see that you are no longer able enough to lead this battle. It is with great regret that I command the army in your stead.
Balthazar will not allow this!
Christophe has seen the battle coming for many weeks, and he has done next to nothing at all.
Balthazar, stand down now! I cannot deal with this now. My health continues to fail. I will retire to my chamber. Christophe, I leave you to handle this.
Murder! The king! The king is dead! The king has been slain!
General, are these rumors true?
Indeed, Colonel. Someone has killed our great leader. But those summers counter this grief. The barbarians are soon to fall back.
Heaven be praised.
No, my lord. This cannot be. He cannot die. What is this? Francis, examine this, please.
Why this sword? I know in my eyes, I glanced upon it before.
As have mine. Guards, seize him! Colonel Christophe Ordu, for the murder of our great and wise king, Gerard III. You are hereby sentenced to have your head removed by the guillotine 2 sundowns from this hour.
You miserable, fatherless child! Do not heed his orders. He has no power. General, you must tell them.
Shall I order the troops to resume their attack, sire?
There will be no need. The king is dead. There will be no more resistance. Order the troops back to the castle.
You're leading them. General, sir, please.
Sorry, Christophorus.
Argus, you traitorous dog!
I prefer to be called an animal of a higher stature.
Keep your eye on him. Get in there, you blighter! And stay! Come on, get in there, you blighter! No funny moves now!
You know, my wife said the other day she wanted to have another bloke, and I was like, huh, that costs another 3,000 shillings.
Who she thinks she was, Anastasia?
No doubt. Who's that bloke? So, anyway, where's all the bro? Where's the mistress?
It's been 7 weeks, Lustig. Surely you haven't forgotten. 300 shillings is an awful amount of money to forget. If you would. Oh, forgive me, Zimmer.
Quite all right, Sir Lustig. Lady Marian has caught upon you. She has not said for what purpose, I'm afraid.
I'm of course at the Queen's service.
It's like trying to shove raw eggs off me.
George, we'll be out of here in a few days.
Excuse me, sir. May I ask what you're doing in here?
You don't know.
No, am I supposed to?
My name is Christophe Ordu.
Wait, I've heard of you. You're the colonel of our army, aren't you?
I'm not colonel anymore.
Well, at least you can say you were once one. Eh? My name's Marcus. Marcus of Bombidale. Pleased to meet you.
And why, if I may ask, are you in this flea, mice, rat, disease, and God knows what else infested hole from hell?
George.
Well, you see, about 15 years ago, I could no longer afford to put food in my house. So, what I had to do was steal a bottle of wine.
Do not quite grasp this. You're starving. Instead of stealing food, you stole a bottle of wine.
Well, at the time, I was more thirsty than I was hungry. But anyway, those bastards caught me 10 minutes after I stole it. See?
Oh, Lord.
And they took me to a nearby tree stump, took my hand, and thwap it all right off. And I've been here ever since.
I'm dreadfully sorry, my friend. Where's your home?
Quite a ways from here, east of the kingdom of Tyrants. If you just keep going east, on a high hill, my sentence shall be expired in the morning. Funny little world, ain't it? I would be quite obliged if you would offer me a visit when you get out.
I appreciate your kindness, Marcus, but you see, I'll not be leaving here. Soon after you are released, I will be that ahead in life.
Oh, good gracious, now! Well, you will always be in my head, considering you won't have one of your own.
Oh, nein. Es ist eine gute Idee. Das ist gut, aber es ist nicht so schlecht. Aber ich bin gut in Schule und Geschichte. Oi!
Ah, Villain!
Bata puru! Para!
Anyone get Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind Steins? You're gonna expect that, you know?
For what? Oh, you mean for this? I am most apologetic, sir. You see, I have not had a piece of fish in over a week. I was beginning to feel very famished.
Oh, not his petty excuses! 3 engines! Give me 1 shilling, boy!
Alright. Must be in the other pocket.
On, boy!
Ah, here we are. 1 gold shilling. Now, if I could just be on my way.
This coin is false.
False? What on earth do you mean false?
I mean, it's not real. What? This coin is made of chocolate?
Chocolate? It is not.
Yes, it is. Look!
Oh. Well, guess it is.
For that treachery, vagrant, I shall have your life. Caesar! Gods, finish him!
Damnation!
God. What do I train you for? God, stop! Now I have to finish this. God! I guess I underestimated you, hustlers.
Give me that fancy sword, and we'll forget everything about what happened here, right? Oh, God.
Dear me, I'm so sorry, Zima.
No worries, friend. I find it quite often to be an occupational hazard. I just like to deter you from what you are doing. But the Queen has sent for you, Francis. She has not addressed me the reason.
As always, dear friend, I serve the Queen.
Can I have audience with the Queen dressed in rags like that?
Dear Zimmer, you know I have not but these clothes to wear on my back.
Oh well, I have clothes for you, you wang.
You're free to leave.
Unfortunately, this is where I must leave you, friend.
Marcus, I shall pay you a visit someday.
What are you doing there? Yeah, the Ajubi version's nice.
Okay! Move, Outlander!
Cretin.
You've come a long way to time, Mr. Ordew, but first, let me show you around. Come on, move! Move! Move, prisoner! Snow! 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 Funny tricks now! What are you doing?
What the devil's going on here?
Did you happen to see that hall on Rosewood Castle?
Yeah, 600 shillings. Who did you think she was, Cleopatra?
I don't know.
Open this gate!
No!
Open this damn gate, I will not ask thee thrice.
You have slain the king, you shall not pass!
No!
Wait, halt, scumbag! I'm out! I'm out! I'm out!
Help me. Please. Please.
Balthazar, I did not send for you. Be gone!
It is not wise to travel these lands in the acme of a midsummer's day without water.
Who are you? Who?
Do you not know that the sun on the outskirts of Taurus can spell doom for the fool who does not prepare accordingly?
Taurus. You mean this is not Brevoxyl?
I did, child. The rays did more damage to you than I had first perceived. No, you are on the border that divides the two kingdoms of Brevoxyl and Taurus.
I must have audience with your queen. I must seek passage to Melanicta.
Then at first light, I shall be happy to take you there. But for now you must rest, Sir Christophe.
How do you know my name?
Fine sword. It is obvious that it has seen many battles, Colonel.
My sword.
When you are fully healed, I shall be happy to return this to you.
I'm vexed. I'm terribly vexed.
Colonel, drink this tonic. And in the morning, we shall depart from Melanicta, capital city of Taurus. First, tell me of your past exploits, and how is it that you arrived in this barren wasteland, for I am most curious of your tale.
Is that?
Wow. Are you not entertained?
No, I am not. Master at Arms, take them away and clap them in iron.
As you wish, sire.
No! Oh, I regret it!
What in the name of hell are you doing here? Do you not have a beheading to oversee?
My lord, I'm sorry, but the prisoner has escaped and eluded our search teams.
You are aware that you have allowed the prisoner, the murderer of King Gerard III, to escape, a very twisted and dangerous man.
I understand, my lord.
Guards,
No,
I was promised to see
No.
an execution today.
no,
I much desire to be appeased.
no. Here.
Take the money. No. You can't do this. No. Oh my God.
Over these hills lies Adago Palace. Queen Mariette lives thither.
I cannot repay you in any way, kind sir.
If I were seeking payment, I would have known not to aid you in the first. No, rather, I believe you are well enough to have this returned to you. And this cloak was presented to me by a good friend long ago and has kept me warm in sunless places. And I no longer have need for this. My days of war are long past me, for the moment anyway.
Such kingly gifts are not required of you, good sir.
Kingly? No. Numerous times have they been used and served their purposes quite well. For I believe you will soon need them more than I.
Your road past Melanicta will be a dangerous one. Where it leads, I do not know. You will not walk it alone, but that will not make it any less harrowing. Keep your hand on your hilt at all times, my young friend.
Wise sir, I've known you for mere hours, and yet you know so much of me, and I know nothing of you. What is your name?
I am known by many names, Master Ordu, none of which will become of any use to you. Farewell.
Doggo Palace.
Welcome to Palace Hidalgo, home of Lady Mariette. Milady awaits you.
Is she?
So I said unto the noble, I said, those are not your pantaloons, those are your mistresses.
Hey, who are you?
I know of him. He's a murderer. He killed his own king with that very sword right there.
Did you now? There's no greater evil than that.
How in the name of all holy things is the area above your neck not in a basket?
I escaped?
You escaped from Tabalt dungeon? Oh, that is quite a jest, sir.
I would swear blood on it. I did not slay my fair king.
Well, that's what the word is from here to Harrowden.
You should not believe all things you hear from common folk.
Oh, not just the common folk, sir, but the nobles and the statesmen as well.
And even the beggars.
Lies! All of it! Lies!
May I present Lady Mariette Rosa, Queen of Tyrants.
Arise, my friends. Two of you I have had audience with before. You, Lustig the Dragon-Hearted, and you, Francis of Sterling. But you, Christophe, son of Monco, I have not.
Milady, I must tell you.
I know why you ridden into Melanicta, and it is also why I summoned you too. King Gerard III is dead. You know this. But what Lustig and Francis do not believe is that he was indeed slain by his chief advisor, Balthazar Farragus, son of Poldoris. Gerard knew that he could not halter the barbarian army, so he sent his final and desperate warning to the people of Haradum to leave the city only hours before his own doom.
Farragus was leading them.
As he is still. Thousands of refugees from Haradum and throughout Brevoxyl have sought protection and shelter in Taurus. I am more than willing to accept them, but it cannot be so simplified.
How do you mean, Highness?
Balthazar will never allow them to escape the lordship he has proclaimed. If he finds out nearly half the kingdom is here in Taurus, he will invade. My army of 12,000 cannot counter his of 10 times greater.
What would you have us do, Your Majesty?
This pox will become a plague unless it is treated now. The throne of Brevoxyl must be cleansed. Cross the border into the kingdom and take away the power and the malice Balthazar has. Will you accept this duty?
I know I ask much of you, and I am forever in your debts. The prayers of my kingdom and of yours, Christophe, are with you. Remember, be wary.
Why'd you say that last part?
Fool, have you learned nothing of war? It means you're in for a rough road. Blast.
I've heard about these fields? A loony old beggar dwells here. He just wanders to and fro all about these parts. Some say he fought for King Doyle during the Scarlet War.
That was almost 12 years ago.
Yes, he cowardly retreated while the rest of his army charged, and he got lost and been in here ever since. But others say that he left his house to fetch water from a nearby stream. And when he got back, his entire house was burned to the ground. Nothing left but some charred wood where the door once stood, and some smoke and dying flames. But the strange thing is, he was only gone for a grand total of 5 minutes.
You expect me to digest this tribe, sir?
It's just a story I've heard. I do not know in truth.
We'd best be moving, lads. The weather seems eager to turn on us.
It can't be. My lord, there are several items which you must attend.
Not now, Prejudice.
My lord, Brevoxyl is in an economic chaos. Farmers, lumberjacks, and miners have found themselves unemployed due to the expenditure on belly dancers and large parties. If this trend continues, the entire kingdom will be financially ruptured within a year. King Gerard would never have.
I beg pardon, sire. Perhaps it would be best if you would summon General Gerard and utter nothing more.
Call for me, my lord?
Comb the outlying regions from here. Send out a scout party.
As you wish, my lord, but may I inquire as to why?
I had a dream. There were 3 figures, clouded in shadow. One of them wielded a strange sword. It seemed to be made of light. I felt threatened by this dream.
I understand, my lord. I've seen no such dream yet. Do not be so absurd. We are loyal subjects of Queen Margaret. I did not inquire the whole tale of your whole lives.
What is it you are named, you old kook?
Courtyard. I've heard stories. I've been trapped here for many years, centuries it seems, and I've eaten naught but berries from the shrubs and trout swimming downstream when I am lucky. I have gone mad with the monarchy of it all. Can't you see? Can't you see?
Enough, sir, yelp!
You.
100 sorries. Can you help us?
One piece of gold will get you out, then no pieces in leave, I doubt.
Okay. Can you tell us the quickest path to Brevoxyl?
Maybe if you were listening to my story, I did say I had been trapped here for many years. Believe me, if I knew the way out, I would leave. You are not far from the border that separates Tyrants and Brevoxyl. It is that way.
Thank you, sir.
You're quite welcome. Dodgy place Brevoxyl is. I've heard all about the bloodthirsty king.
You have?
I shall tell you. He was Gerard III, most trusted advisor. So how does he repay the king for taking him in? Stabs him right in the back, quite literally. He framed a colonel for it too and had the po dope unheaded. He ain't the true king, I tell you, and I hope to the stars he gets what's coming to him. Godspeed. Wait, where do you think you're going?
Right, take it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. guys, I'm gonna find us some food.
Sounds good.
Starving. I want some potatoes, but we can't get those around here, can we? What the?
We got scouts, boys! Yes. We gotta take them out. What? Where'd they go? I knew they were just here!
See, my friend, you're getting way too old for this.
Shut up, Francis! Where'd he go? Oh, get away from me! What the? Thank you, Francis. I thought it was with you.
Do you know what happens to enemies of the king? They die!
Francis, look. Where has he gone?
I'll do!
I thought we lost you.
Who were they?
Scouts of Balthazar. They intended to halt us then and there. We hold this course. We may reach the path of Evangeles soon. It will place us on the edge of Herod.
Philip, may I speak with you?
Of course, Your Majesty.
Do you believe I have done the right thing? Now, I pray that you be open and be honest.
Well, Your Majesty, I would never question your ruling or your judgment, but I cannot say this is the wisest thing you've ever done.
I feared you'd say such.
Perhaps it would have been easier to go to war to remove Fergus from the throne.
Are you saying you would rather see hundreds, if not thousands, die for this cause?
Your Majesty, it is by the blood of many that creates or destroys a leader. It fears me to say it, but 3 men cannot overturn the ruling of an entire country. They won't survive.
Oh, they will return. Each one of them.
My Majesty, I know
this is most important, but we must depart!
Right. Better think about that.
As you must.
General, do you not find it odd that your party has neither reported into you or I? I did not expect routine scouting to take so long.
Not quite, sire.
Oh?
One of them has returned.
Where are the rest of them?
Dead, sire.
What happened out there, son?
My lord, we were tracking 3 unusual men. They seemed to be mercenaries or something of the sort. There were 4 of us who outnumbered them by 7.
1 private.
Oh, 1, beg pardon. We all rushed in, save for myself. We were all cut down in less than 3 minutes. It was like Chaos himself was out there.
Are you sure that they were not soldiers of Taurus?
No, they did not bear their armor. They almost seemed like beggars. There was one, though, with an odd sword. It seemed to be made of light.
Did you recognize them?
Oh.
My God. Remove this cadaver with haste. His stench was bad enough before he was dead.
He was a good friend. Perhaps they were simply wanderers, my lord?
Wanderers? My dream was a vision. I know this to be true. They're coming, don't you understand? They're coming for me!
I understand.
My lord, I shall kill these wanderers myself.
I shall give you permission to do this task, but I do not put much faith in you.
My lord, I shall not fail like the others have.
Then go.
Gentlemen, this is Brevoxyl.
What's the plan now, then?
We're going to Zerdoph Castle. That is where Balthazar Fergus will be. I see that old beggar that helped us. The whole legion of the King's Royal Guards, led by Balthazar's most deadly assassin, Mustaf The Arabian. A group of mercenaries has passed through here not 6 hours ago.
That's true.
You have given aid to them. Now tell me which direction they have traveled to. I will take you from this place and give you an estate inheritance. You shall suckle on pork and beef until your stomach can accept no more. What say you to that?
I say, death to your king!
Insolent filth.
No, please. No!
Now, take me to the other prison. They're moving. Hurry, we must get in closer.
Jump! Sir, we found these in the clearing.
Do you recognize this shield, sir? Now, I will ask you once more, and only once more. Were you, at any time, aiding the pirates who killed several of His Majesty's scouts?
I have not seen the man that you speak of, but it sounds like the bastard's got what's coming to him.
It's a rag of filth! Prepare a noose.
What is it? What do you see?
Marcus the Bombidale, an old friend of mine. We must risk it.
Fool! We cannot risk it. If we raise an alarm, how will we make it to Fergus?
No matter. We cannot stand idly by. You are members of the Royal Guard. I trust you can execute this man properly. I shall go see what more treasure I can pillage from in this man's house. We're moving Marcus into the open. Now's a chance to rescue him. I will go stop Mustaf myself.
You would jeopardize our entire quest.
To hell with both of you.
Jerk.
God, he's a big jerk.
Sword fighting is so exhausting.
I agree. So, you have returned from the grave.
Where the hell is Mustaf?
You are too late, Colonel.
I am no traitor. Now I'll not ask thee again. Where the hell is Mustaf?
So then you live to die another day. So I was thinking, wait, we could use him as bait to lure his friends.
Yes. Like anything, brother.
Yes.
What the devil? Who are they?
You think down! But you can't handle them! No!
I'll handle this.
Marcus of Bombidale? I'm Francis of Sterling, a friend of Colonel Christophe Ordu. Are you alright? Thank the Lord. Come on.
Getting closer. Soon you will be dead.
Now, if I understand correctly, you are known as Lustig the Dragonhound. I shall take pleasure in killing you. You will make a great sacrifice for Allah.
I travel with Colonel Ordu. Surrender now or die.
Impossible. Colonel Ordu is dead.
Die! Do you have anything to say before you die, Arabian man?
Ya Allah!
Not a challenge at all! Francis!
Let's go find Ordu.
Alright. Who's that? Swords are useless compared to my martial arts skills. What? If I could kill Mustaf, you think you'd be a challenge? Oh, dude, look what I found.
Shield has significance to me. Thank you, Francis. Is Marcus all right?
I should believe so. He's down here. Come on.
Let's go. Think we get some potatoes when we get down there?
Marcus?
Marcus of Bombidale.
Or do you?
Oh, you sly dog. I thought you were dead.
No, only mortally wounded.
It's fine. It's fine.
We have not the time for queer behavior.
Right there is Tabalt Dungeon, the entrance to Zerdoph Castle. Come.
What's this?
After you.
Sounds good. I like it. It might work.
You think?
4 men. Not exactly a sufficient number to assault the castle.
Fast to get in the compound, we must split up. Marcus, you and I will go this way. And then you two go that way.
Good work. Yeah. Get him.
What's that noise? What is that?
My masters paid me well to kill you.
That's a spider.
For Balthazar!
Let's move in secrecy.
Brother.
We seek out the one you prudently called king, the usurper of the crown.
Rough, 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 rough.
Who dare interrupt my supper? Speak quickly, Outlander, or go away. So, Christoph, you return to the place from whence came death, only to stare it in the face once again.
Balthazar, by order of Queen Mariette Rosa of Taurus, you are hereby ordered to relinquish the throne at once.
When will that wench realize she has no power beyond the boundaries of her repulsive peasant sanctuary?
She knows of your malice,
Taking orders from a woman, how truly disgraceful. You are a traitor to your kingdom, Colonel.
Do not dare to address me about treason. She knows, Balthazar, that you stole this very sword whilst I slept and ran it through King Gerard's very torso. With your barbarian hordes, you can claim the throne for your own keeping without fear of reprisal.
I do not know what I find more amusing, your incompetence or your beliefs. Before me I see 4 men. 4! You sincerely believe you can end my rule with the swinging of your weapons? I know you wish to kill me, Christoph. But then what? You will take the throne of Brevoxyl while your bragging scum companions steal my gems and trinkets?
Fulfill our duty and nothing more.
Fulfill false impressions you give, Christoph. You knew that this journey you have embarked on could not possibly have a desirable outcome. You knew this the moment you stepped forth from the gates of Melanictinum. You could have turned back at any time, but you were driven by self-interested vengeance. Now you have led your friends to their ruin.
This is our last chance, Balthazar. Surrender your crown now, and we will be forced to take it by arms.
Yes. Fools, I will purge you of your deluded ideals. The grass below you will be stained with your blood. Gods, slay me these renegades!
together to you. Do not think you have the best advantage.
You do not have a weapon, Lustig.
Get me by your sword.
That's painful enough. What? Is that? It can't be. You! What are you doing here?
I have strict orders from Balthazar not to let you pass. That you have vanished from these lands long ago, Lustig, the dragon hearted.
You have no idea about Brevoxyl. I am a free man here.
Pity. Take it. Impressive. You'd be better trained since last time we met.
I grow tired of you lecturing, fag off. Let's just finish this.
You will try.
Come back. I am no fool. You and Balthazar are finished.
Impressive. Your time is almost up, Lustig.
You will die. Forgot the Demon Castrator with your king!
Disgrace to your order, Lustig. Defeat with your own weapon, no less.
Lustig! No! Find or do. Kill Balthazar and restore Brevoxyl. Do it.
Balthazar Fergus, by order of the Brevoxyl Senate, you are hereby placed under arrest.
It's a shame you couldn't share my vision, Ordu. I fear I must end your journey here.
It's been a pleasure. Ordu! I will not let you assassinate another king! Ha ha! What?
So, this is the duel to decide the fate of many.
Prepare to meet your maker, the pig.
Balthazar, your evil shall be washed away.
Probably dead by now. After I'm done with you, I will burn Taurus to the ground. Damn thee to hell!
Thou art wounded, thou art soggy, you cannot win this fight.
General, the throne of Brevoxyl has been purified. The evil Balthazar must never return. The king must be a man of valor and of the people. Will you accept this challenge? Now, Francis, we must go.
Christoph, you're hurt.
Don't worry. It's nothing.
God, Colonel! My God, Christoph! Horse! Horse, where are your horses?
There are no stables around here.
He needs medicine!
Jesus.
It is futile, Francis. It is over. My life is spent.
No. No, no. Queen Maria's palace is just... It's very close to here.
Francis. Just give Balthazar's sword to Queen Mariette, since I will not be able to.
Oldu, you can't die. You're a hero.
Hero? No. I'm just merely a man fulfilling his destiny. Now that is complete, I must move on. Farewell, Francis. I'm sorry about Lustig.
Your Majesty?